Good morning, student. Welcome to the chemistry point by Asabul sir. Myself, Asabul Islam. My qualification is this one. Please like my video, comment and share. But do not forget to subscribe my channel. My WhatsApp number and calling number is 7002327338. Next, we'll discuss about the concentration of a solution. Concentration of a solution are two types. One is concentrated solution and another one is dilute solution. What is concentrated solution and what is dilute solution? আমি কি কৰিম ইয়াতে ডিসকাস কৰিম দুটা ইকুয়াল ভলিউমৰ কন্টেইনাৰ আমি লম ওকে উইল টেক ইকুয়াল ভলিউম অফ দা কন্টেইনাৰ অৰ্থাৎ আমি দুটা সমান আয়তনৰ ভলিউমৰ কন্টেইনাৰ আমি লম ইয়াতে কি আছে প্ৰথমটোত আছে 1 লিটাৰ সলিউশন দ্বিতীয়টোত আছে 1 লিটাৰ সলিউশন ইয়াতে আছে 100 গ্রাম সুগার ইয়াতে আছে 200 গ্রাম সুগার অৰ্থাৎ ইয়াত 1 লিটাৰ আৰু ইয়াতে 1 লিটাৰ দিস টু এই দুটা কি হয় আমাৰ সলভেন্ট হয় দিস টু আর সলভেন্ট বাট ইয়াতে 100 গ্রাম এন্ড 200 গ্রাম দিস টু আর সলিউট এতে এই দুটা কন্টেইনাৰৰ ভিতৰত এই কন্টেইনাৰটোত আমাৰ কি আছে চেনিৰ পৰিমাণ আছে 100 গ্রাম এটা কন্টেইনাৰত আছে আমাৰ চেনিৰ পৰিমাণ 200 গ্রাম গতিকে according to the definition in a solution which contains less quantity is called dilute solution গতিকে ইয়াতে চেনি আছে কি 100 গ্রাম গতিকে এটো কি হ'ব dilute solution or in a solution which contains large quantity is called concentrated solution or the CO and C solution. Next we'll discuss mass percentage. Mass percentage আমি আলোচনা কৰিম এতে কি আছিল আমাৰ mass percentage অর্থাৎ mass percentage আমি কেনেকৈ আলোচনা কৰিম mass percentage are designated by W percentage. That means mass percentage ওপৰত কি হ'ব mass of the component in a solution অর্থাৎ কোন এটা কম্পোনেন্টৰ মাস লিখিব লাগিব আৰু তলত কি হ'ব টোটাল মাস অফ দা সলিউশন আৰু সলিউশনটোৰ টোটাল মাস লিখিব লাগিব আৰু ইয়াক 100 দিয়ে মাল্টিপ্লাই কৰিব লাগিব অর্থাৎ মাস পার্সেন্ট আমাৰ দুটাই কি হ'ব তোমাৰ মাস হ'ব গতিকে according to the mass percent W percent what do you mean by 10% glucose that means 10% glucose means what in terms of mass percent so 10 gram of the glucose contains 100 gram of the solution. Next we'll discuss one example. If 20 gram of the sodium hydroxide dissolved in 180 gram of water, find the mass percentage of sodium hydroxide. Yet 20 gram, not 0.2 gram. Yate ki ase 180 gram, 180 gram. So out of these two, this is the less quantity and this is the large quantity. So this is the solute and this is the solvent. So mass of the solute is 20 gram and mass of the solvent is 180 gram. So according to the mass percent W by W percent equal to mass of the solute, that is mass of the solute is 20 and mass of the solution 180 plus 20 equal to 200 multiply by 100. If we calculate this one then we will get the 10%. Next we will discuss about the volume percentage. Volume percent are designated by V percentage. So volume percentage volume of the component in a solution divided by total volume of the solution অর্থাৎ কি লিখিব লাগিব পর কোন এটা কম্পোনেন্টৰ volume divided by total volume multiply by 100. So according to the volume percentage V percentage what do you mean by 10% ethanol that means আমাৰ volume percentage দুটাই কি হ'ব লাগিব ভলিউম হ'ব লাগিব that means 10 ml ethanol কি থাকিব লাগিব আমাৰ 100 ml solution থাকিব লাগিব so it is volume percentage. আমি এটা एग्जांपल আলোচনা কৰিম 150 ml of ethanol dissolved in 500 ml of water. Calculate the volume percentage of ethanol. That is 150 ml আছে আৰু 500 ml আছে. Okay. So out of these two, this is the less quantity and this is the large quantity. So this is the solute and this is the solvent. Here solute is ethanol and solvent is water. So we will write solute is ethanol 150 ml and solvent is water 500 ml. So according to the definition, volume percent of the solute, that means 150 divided by, this is the volume of the solute divided by total solution. Total solution, that means you add this to 500 or 150, so we will write the 650 multiply into 100. If we calculate, we will get the 23.07%. Next, we will discuss about the mass volume percentage. Mass volume percentage W by V. So one is volume and another is mass. So mass of the component of a solution divided by total volume of the solution multiplied by 100. According to the mass volume percent, this is not M, this is W by V percent. What do you mean by 10% of glucose? So 10% glucose means 10 gram of the glucose in 100 ml of solution. We will take one example. Suppose 180 gram of the glucose dissolved in 500 ml of not water, 500 ml of solution. Calculate mass volume percent of glucose. So here 180 gram is the solute and 500 ml, 180 gram is the solute and 500 not solvent, 500 gram is the ml is the solution. So volume percent of the solute 180 by 500, 180 divided by 500 multiply into 100. So if you calculate, this is the 36%. Next we will discuss about the molarity. What do you mean by molarity? Molarity is designated by capital M. Moles of the solute divided by volume of the solution in liter or milliliter. Moles of the solute is designated by N and volume of the solution is designated by V in terms of liter. So already we know N equal to W by M, P in terms of liter. If it is converted into milliliter, W by M, V in terms of milliliter will multiply by 1000. So where W is the given mass, M is the molar mass, V is the volume in terms of ml. So molarity in terms of volume, so it is depends on temperature. We will take one example. Suppose 5 gram of sodium hydroxide dissolved in 450 ml of solution, calculate its molarity. Here you see 5 gram, this is the given mass of sodium hydroxide, that means given mass equal to W. 450 ml, this is the volume, molar mass of the sodium hydroxide M equal to 40. Putting the value 5 divided by 4 into 450 multiply by 1000. If we calculate, then 0.278 m. Next, we will discuss about the molality. So molality is designated by small m. So molality, moles of the solute divided by mass of the solvent in kg or gram. Moles N divided by mass of the solvent is W1. Already we know N equal to W by M, W1 in terms of kg. If it is converted into gram, then W by M, W1 in terms of gram multiply by 1000. So here molarity in terms of mass only, so it does not depends on temperature. We will take one example. 37.5 gram of urea dissolved in 2.5 kg ml of water, calculates its molarity. So here we see 37 gram of urea. So 37 and 2.5 kg of water. So this is the less quantity and this is the large quantity. So this is the solute. So this is the given mass. This is the given mass W, and this is the given mass of the solvent W1, and urea, their molar mass M equal to 60. Next, we put this value 37.5 divided by 60 into 2.5. If we calculate, 0.25 small m. Next, we will discuss about the parts per million. Parts per million is designated by ppm. So number of the parts of the component divided by total number of the parts, all the component of the solution multiply by 10 to the power 6. So 6 by 1000 gram of oxygen dissolved in 1030 gram of water. Calculate the ppm of oxygen. So here 6 by 1000, this is the less quantity, 6 by 1000, that means 0.006 gram, and 1030 gram water. So this is the solvent. Total solution is 1030 plus 0.006 0.006 equal to 1030 almost. So we'll determine the ppm. ppm 0.006 divided by 1030 multiplied by 10 to the power 6. So we'll get and calculate this value 5.82 ppm. Next we'll discuss about the mole fraction. Mole fraction is denoted by x. Mole fraction, number of the moles of one component divided by total number of the moles of all the components. Suppose A and B are the two components, their number of moles Na and their number of moles Nb. Their mole fraction Xa, their mole fraction Xb. So mole fraction of A, Xa, number of moles of A divided by total number of moles Na plus Nb. Again, the mole fraction of B, Xb, equal to number of moles of B divided by total number of moles Na plus Nb. So total mole fraction Xa plus Xb, we put the value Xa Na by Na plus Nb. Again Xb, Nb by Na plus Nb. So if we calculate, we will get the 1. Next, we will take one example. Calculate the mass percent of benzene and carbon tetrachloride CCl4 if 22 gram of the benzene is dissolved in 122 gram of carbon tetrachloride. Here, mass of the solution is 22 gram and 122 gram. So total 144 gram. So mass percent of benzene, mass, given mass of the benzene divided by total mass of the solution. So 22 divided by 144 into 100. We will get 15.28%. This is the mass percent of benzene. Similarly, if we determine mass percent of carbon tetrachloride, given mass of the carbon tetrachloride is 122 gram, divided by total mass of the solution 144 gram, multiply by 100. So we will get the 84.72